Welcome to this explainer. Look, today we're diving deep into the hidden economic realities of modern survival. We're definitely not here to dwell on the negative, though. Instead, we're going to decode the psychology of money and figure out exactly how our everyday decisions impact our ultimate freedom. Millions of people are currently trapped in what feels like a silent financial prison right now. But hey, the good news? The key to breaking out is simply awareness. You work hard, right? You wake up early, you sacrifice your time, your energy, so why on earth are you still broke? Why do some people earn pretty modest incomes and quietly build wealth, while others rake in thousands every month but still live in constant financial panic? Well, the painful truth is that most of us aren't destroyed by one giant catastrophic money mistake. Nope, we're destroyed by a few hidden habits repeated every single day. Most people don't even realize they're doing it, but today you will. Part 1. The silent financial prison. The invisible treadmill keeping millions trapped. Moving right along to Part 2. The illusion of status. Basically, performing wealth instead of actually building it. Millions of us are running on this invisible treadmill. We're working harder, we're earning more, yet somehow we're feeling poorer every single year. And we aren't trapped because we're lazy. We're trapped because consumer debt isn't just a financial burden, it's a literal loss of future ownership. When you finance a lifestyle you can't sustain, you are literally paying tomorrow's money for today's pleasure. Think about it. Financing a new phone every year or throwing designer clothes on a credit card means your future paycheck doesn't even belong to you anymore. It belongs to the banks. You're surrendering your future freedom just to keep up a temporary appearance. It's wild when you really step back and look at it. So here is the absolutely crucial mindset shift you need to make. You have to stop asking how to look rich and start asking how to actually become financially free. Someone earning $3,000 a month can look incredibly wealthy online, all while secretly drowning in anxiety and credit card bills. True wealth doesn't need applause. Honestly, true wealth is completely quiet. Broke people chase status, while the wealthy, they chase ownership. All right, Section 3, the danger of comfort, relying on the illusions of security and traditional schooling. Imagine your entire life standing on one single, incredibly thin pillar. One paycheck, one employer, one source of survival. That's the reality for millions who were taught to find security in a traditional job. But as we all know, modern economies can shift overnight. If your company downsizes tomorrow or AI steps in, fear just completely takes over. That fear keeps people stuck in jobs they absolutely hate. The wealthy protect themselves by diversifying their income. Side businesses, freelancing, investments, digital skills, assets that literally generate cash while you sleep. And no, selling your old sweaters on the internet once doesn't magically count as building an empire, okay? Your income has to be genuinely diversified. This perfectly captures the ultimate irony of our society, doesn't it? We spent years, literally years, studying subjects we might never use in the real world. We learned how to memorize facts for exams and how to be good consumers. Yet we spend almost zero time learning how money actually works, navigating taxes, leveraging good debt, investing, beating inflation, building real assets. We just completely ignored the very systems that dictate our everyday survival. Okay, so here's the vital shift. You've got to treat your salary as just a starting point, definitely not your entire future. Every financial mistake you make is hugely amplified when you don't understand the rules of the game. Financial education isn't just some optional hobby anymore, guys. It is modern survival. Financially educated people know exactly how to make money work for them rather than just endlessly working for money. Because out there in the modern world, financial ignorance carries a massive, massive price tag. Which brings us to Section 4, the emotional spending trap. Shopping to feel, not to need. Ever notice how a really rough day magically becomes the perfect excuse to spend money? Stress, loneliness, boredom, they are actively weaponized by modern advertising to trigger dopamine hits disguised as retail therapy. We've all been there, right? Buying that totally random kitchen gadget at 2 a.m. because it felt exciting in the moment. But that happiness fades so fast and the credit card bill just sits there. Before you swipe that card, you've got to ask yourself honestly, am I actually buying true, lasting value here? Or am I just trying to temporarily escape a bad mood? That one single question can completely change your financial trajectory. I want you to pause for a second and ask yourself a pretty uncomfortable question. 10 years from now, will you still be trading your time just to survive? Will you still be stressing out every single month when the bills hit? Think about your future and ask yourself honestly, How many dreams have already died simply because of a lack of money? The harsh reality is that financial stress doesn't just drain our bank accounts. It kills the trips we never take, it crushes the businesses we never start, and the brilliant talents we never even get to explore. When we're trapped in that cycle of financial anxiety, it quite literally destroys human potential. But, and this is a big but, your future is absolutely not fixed.
Section 5. The price of hesitation, the hidden cost of waiting and fear.
A lot of people think investing is risky, but you know what's actually the deadliest mistake of all? Doing absolutely nothing. Look at how time silently steals from you. Year 1, you're waiting for that perfect time. Year 5, inflation is quietly eating away the purchasing power of the money just sitting in your checking account. Seriously, just a 3% inflation rate will cut the value of your savings in half over a couple of decades. By year 10, the magic of compound interest has completely passed you by. And decades later, that regret of inaction becomes deafening. The cost of waiting around for the illusion of perfection is always higher than the cost of just starting imperfectly. You have to shift your mindset from endless hesitation to immediate action. The wealthy understand that money has to move in order to grow. Intelligent investing isn't gambling. It's securing your ownership in future innovation. Successful people, they aren't fearless, no way. They just refuse to let time pass them by. They act before they feel 100% ready, because they know that the perfect time, yeah, it rarely ever shows up. Finally, Section 6, choosing financial freedom. Waking up and taking control. We've got to face some hard economic realism here. Nobody is coming to save you. Not the government, not your boss, not society. Your future depends entirely on the financial habits you repeat today. Because when you strip it all down, money isn't just currency. It's the literal foundation for a truly autonomous life. It gives you absolute freedom, unrestricted choices. It buys back ownership of your time, and it secures deep peace of mind. Every single decision you make is quietly building that exact foundation. So I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. Your future self is watching you right now. One day, you're going to look back at this exact moment and either thank yourself or deeply regret your inaction. So what's it going to be? Will you keep living unconsciously, getting distracted by status and comfort? Or will today be the moment you finally wake up, take your power back, and change the whole shebang?